Okay, so I've got the fretboard clamped on here exactly where I want it. Alright, it's exactly where I want it. So I got a drill bit that is the size of a toothpick. This is laminated on here, because if you don't do this, then the glue will slide everything around.
So just go. Piece of tape on here.
And the fret will cover that hole. So the glue will make this fretboard slide all over the place when you clamp it down if you don't do this.
I just need two of them. Up here, I gotta be careful that I don't get into the truss rod area.
No. I've got 2 location pins. I need to deepen this hole a little. So now it'll go right back in the same place. I'm going to double check. And I'm good. I'll double check my nut position. And I'm good. So basically, I'm ready to glue. And I like Titebond 3 because it dries hard. It gives you a little bit more working time. And then here's a little trick that I do with fender style necks. So I can use a double action truss rod, which I didn't show you guys how that worked, but the very end of it, the nut part of it, is kind of protruding when the whole thing is flat and inside. So I actually scallop out a little bit of the bottom of the fretboard, because when it's all said and done, that way it'll sit flat, because this will curve up when it's all done, and then I'll be able to drill straight into the access. Allows me to be able to use a double action truss rod. And I fill the truss rod cavity up with glue because I've done some tests like everybody else doesn't do. No one else really does that. See, some people cover it up with tape. If they get glue in there, they don't think the truss rod's going to work correctly. But I've done some tests and it does. It works great. So it'll never rattle. It'll never break free. It actually works awesome. Makes it more homogenized. I'm giving myself just a paper thin coating of glue. And really your finger is the best as far as a net goes. It's the best applicator. You can feel actually what you've got going on. Now if I can find my holes, there's one, and there's the other. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to squeeze out as much as I can by hand.
Wipe it off. You'll eliminate the mess a little.
I use my template. It's one of the best things I ever bought is this Stuart McDonald Luthier's vise. I think it'll clamp down anything, any shape. I know it seems like a lot of clamps, but it's really just to get even pressure, because they're all not all that tight.